What is going on, guys? Dulex Ben here, back with another video, and today, obviously you guys can see by the title, we are going to be doing the Black Panther beginner guide. So, I got nothing much else to tell y'all for that. Let's get right into the guide. So guys, before we get into his normal moveset, we first got to talk about BP as a character. Now, BP is obviously similar to Spider-Man, which I did in my last video. He's going to be a dive character for you guys. He's a 4-star difficulty, I believe. So he's pretty difficult, but he's not as difficult as a Spider-Man. He does have a little bit more health, as you can see. He's got about 300 health, which is definitely makes him a little bit less squishy, but still, obviously, you got to be very, very fast with this character. And it's similar to what I said about Spider-Man before. This character that you're going to be wanting to go after the healers, their backline, and you're also going to be wanting to go after out-of-position DPSs. Overall, you just want to be making sure you're going after the backline. You actually can go after tanks a little bit more with this hero compared to a character like Spider-Man. I still wouldn't recommend it unless they're low or out of position, but overall you're just going after the backline. So first we have his regular attack, which is Vibranium Claws. Does solid damage, and this should be left click on mouse and keyboard, and it should be R2 and RT on Xbox and PlayStation. And then his next ability after that is going to be his Spear Toss. Now, this is very important because you obviously can see there is a mark above his head. That is going to be important when we get into his dash, which is actually how you keep on re-getting your dash. But your left Spear Toss is very important in your combos with Black Panther to be able to hit your shots and do damage. It should be right click on mouse, and then it should be L2 and LT on Xbox and PlayStation. And then for BP's two quick little passives, I believe it is, I think Panther's Cunning, I believe it's what it's called. But you just do a little bit more damage when you're at low health. And then obviously you have Wall Climb, which obviously just climb up walls. Pretty good for BP. This obviously is pretty important for positioning and making sure you actually stay alive as BP. Just overall very important for positioning and just, yeah, again, make sure you stay alive. And then obviously we have his spinning kick, which, as you guys can see, is just a quick little ability that does some damage, but also marks enemies. Again, very important for later on in this game and your combos. So then, spear kick, guys, or spinning kick, by the way, should be LB and L1 on Xbox and PlayStation, and it should be on mouse and keyboard. And then finally, his most important move is the Spirit Rend, his dash. Number one most important thing for BP in this game. This obviously, like I mentioned before, is really important because every ability you do in this game outside of your spirit, or every ability BP has outside of his spirit or his spirit rend, which is his dash, or his vibranium claws, do marks. So his spear toss does a mark, his spinning kick does a mark, and his ultimate does a mark. And when you do marks, you get that dash reloaded, which is extremely important. You always want to be making sure you get your dash reloaded because once you're in a situation that you need to get out of, you instantly need to use your dash. It's the best way to create space as BP. Your dash or spirit rend should be RB and R1 on PlayStation and Xbox, and it should be left shift on PC. Boss Descent, which is obviously Black Panther's ultimate, which does some pretty hefty damage, but also, as you can see, leaves a mark. This should be Q on PC, and then it should be both joysticks clicking down on Xbox and PlayStation 5. For you guys to know, when we do our combos, we want to make sure we throw our spear, dash, spear, dash. That is the number one combo you want to do on squishies. If you have your two spears, you do spear, dash, spear, dash. Usually we'll take out any squishy, or you could do a little bit of a different variation where you do spear, spinning kick. So you do spear, dash, spin kick, dash, you get your dash back. So those are the two bread and butter combos you're going to be using for BP as a beginner guide. So my first tip before we start off this practice session, I'm going to show you guys what I think matters the most as Black Panther. My number one tip is going to be go into this practice arena down here and make sure you are hitting your dashes. Now for this example, I'm going to have ability cooldown off, but I'm going to have it on. You should have it off so that you can practice with making sure you hit your dashes and hit your marks. You need to make sure you hit your marks as Black Panther because unlike a character like Spidey, who if you just save one of his web swings, you could be able to get out of most situations. If you don't hit your dashes when you're attacking someone and you lose that dash, you're screwed. You are screwed as a BP. So I'm going to give you guys an example. So let's say I did that damage, boom, did some damage, and then I want to get out, boom, do a little dash, and I'm out. Now, obviously, I have no cooldown, so it's not going to show me losing my dash. But let's say I go, boom, mark, hit it, hit it, hit it, and then let's say I do this, but I miss. Then I'm not going to have my dash for about 7 or 8 seconds, and I'm going to have to try to jump and run. So always make sure you go into practice and work on hitting your marks against robots. I would prefer Mantis bots, actually, and put her on very fast because she obviously is one of the fastest characters in the game. You always want to make sure that you are hitting your dashes. Now, my second tip for you guys is also going to be in the practice range. What I would do is, specifically with your marks, is when you go in and you mark someone, obviously you want to have multiple people marked, right? But what I see a lot of people do, and I actually do this myself, and it decreases my output of damage I could actually be doing, is I'll tend to go after a group that I have marked instead of just one. Now, the reason this is important is when you use your spear, you're going to get a range of people. And if you get a range of people marked and then you go after a specific one, you will actually get your cooldown or for your dash back, and then you can do more damage and go after the next one. So I'll show you guys in here. So let's say I go after, put it in an area, boom. Gonna go after that one. And then I got another one. We go after this one. And that one. Go after that one again. Go after this one. Now, I know that was probably hard for you guys to see, but you probably saw it at the end there, is what I did is when I got a grouping of them, I saw that I had 2 of them, so I decided, okay, I'm going to go after one, use my second spear, and then kill that one, and then that other enemy is still going to be marked, so even when I'm out of spears, I can go after him, and then use my spinning kick, and then my spears will be reloaded by that time. So your output of damage will just be so much more. Now, my third and final tip for you guys would please, again, with BP, you have to do this. Use your ultimate at the end of your combos. This is similar to Spider-Man. Do not just use your... Now, Spider-Man's ultimate is a little different. You could actually use it without doing a combo if you want to. BP's, you cannot. BP's, you absolutely cannot. You have to do it at the end of a combo. It doesn't do that much damage. It's really just a combo extender. So I'm going to show you guys. So watch, guys. If I just do my ultimate regularly without doing any damage, I'd get everyone to about half health. Now, I could come in here, bang, bang, take them all out. Easy work, right? Watch this, for example. So I'm just going to do a spear combo into a dash. Look at that. See how much more damage I do there? The amount more damage I do when I do my ultimate in some type of combo will be so much exponentially more if I do it at the end of a combo. Now, that should be it for this one, guys. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to turn on those post notifications so you guys get notified every time I upload, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.